vlog for the February 26, 2022. That'd be Saturday, right? Right now it's 4:13 in the morning on the 27th. But I'm gonna title this one for the 26th. I'm like stopping my work day right now. I'm gonna go and have a shower and then lie on my belly and probably go to sleep real well. I got weed in the morning. I was like, because I got myself involved in like, detour, big old project, and I was like feeling overwhelmed, So I was like, fuck it, let's just get weed. Now I was gonna wait till the end of the month, but I was like, fuck it, dude, fuck it. Yeah, so I got like a half ounce for like, I got $80, and I think it was $74. I think I have like $8 or something. Yeah. Maybe I'll get like a joint for $2. This other place has joints for $2 on Sundays if it's a Sunday, but whatever. So that was like the outing that I did. After that, I went to the supermarket because both places are only a block away. I'm like so lucky, everything's only a block away. I don't have a car, I don't need a car. Even my mom's house is a block away. My mom's house is actually 1 kilometer away. Like, my bed to her bed is like 1.01 kilometers. Pretty crazy. I thought it was like a mile, and then I checked it, and again, it was like, no, it was a kilometer. So close. And I'm like 630 meters from the supermarket, and like I'm closer than that to this dispensary. So, but it's late enough in the day. I'm tired enough that I'm like yawning constantly, so it's time to go to sleep. When I start yawning constantly, then I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that's time. Because a lot of time, at the end of the day, all of a sudden I'll just start yawning all the time. And like yawning is kind of like squeezing tears out of my eyes. It's like the same thing. Like as if I go, and then start yawning, it's the same. And then I'll just start feeling tears falling down my eyes. It's like the same thing. It's like squeezing something. It's crazy. It makes my head feel like a sponge that I'm squeezing just with my yawns. And then like my tear ducts get like filled right back up again somehow, That's crazy. Anyway, oh, hang on. Like one of those. Nope, see? Did you see it? It fell down. So, I was kind of starting to claw out of credit card debt. And today I broke down, I freaked out, and I was like, fuck it, I need to get it. I got this stuff that I just wanted to get for a long time. I bought all of these DVDs of all the best historical movies that I can think of. Man, I spent hundreds of dollars. But I'm going to put them up on my shelf in the living room. And man, it'll be like the nicest shelf you can get. That's the best way you could decorate a shelf, dude. Just like all the best historical movies. Right now they're on my shelf here, but I'm going to move them out there. Liberate space in here. And I have the room and a shelf out there. But it's for when I start training, whenever the hell that is, like in 2 years or whatever. I have a big TV screen, and I can situate my bike. I can watch it on my, from my bike or from running on the treadmill. Movies with surround sound, my big screen TV, and got them all in DVD. And I can just watch all of these historical movies, all in a row, like a big project, and it'll help motivate me to just actually train because, I can't work on my website if I'm going to watch a movie. And same thing with training, so it's like put them together and boom. So, yeah, I God damn it, I don't even want to mention here Today I got Kakamushi, Last Samurai, a bunch of old movies like Vikings. Oh, I got the whole Vikings TV show, 1 through 6 seasons, which was expensive. That was probably the most expensive thing that I got. It was like $100 for season 1 through 5, and then another like 25 for the sixth. And then I guess they have the seventh season up now, so that's cool. We're gonna watch that. Yeah, Kristen and I were all like watching all this Netflix. It's nice because there's so much we want to watch now. Because I'm all like found all the cool and historical ones to watch, and I have Amazon too. So we're just trying to watch like multiple episodes a night, like 2 or 3 episodes a night. But I don't even really watch it. I just put the TV. I mean, I put my phone just next to me on the tower next to me here with the Velcro, and then I just kind of look over there every once in a while. But I mainly just work the whole time. But we're gonna see Underground Railroad on Amazon. Then we're gonna see this thing. When I can't remember the name, but about American War for Independence on Amazon, and then some movie about a Russian poet in the 1400s on Amazon. This is all stuff that's free. Everything is free. Agora is free with ads. We're going to do the final 2 seasons of Outlander when that comes out later this year. We tried to watch something about Flanders, 1600s Flanders today, but it wasn't that good. It's just like witches and stuff, it's creepy. Not really historically centered. But yeah, it's cool. Yeah, and so, you know, and I bought a lot of DVDs that are all... I bought a lot of DVDs that are already on Netflix right now. Anyway, Netflix is in this, like, historical movie phase right now. I got Patriot with Mel Gibson. Even though it's on Netflix, I got it because for $5. It was DVD for $5 on Amazon. And yeah, I mean, I eventually just broke down and was like, fucking just get every goddamn historical movie you can see here. The Last Emperor, 13th Warrior, a lot more than that. Anyway, so I wasn't really listening. I was to that much today. I was listening to just interviews talking about Putin over and over again, and listening to like history of Putin and Russia and all that kind of crazy shit. And yeah, I mean, it's looking like, I mean, this is gonna get Putin toppled, man, because I saw a report from the Ukrainian press secretary, and she said that Ukraine had destroyed like over 100 Russian tanks, shot down 13 planes, 11 helicopters, and killed more than 3,000 Russians, dude. If they kill 3,000 Russians and they haven't even got any colonel, I mean, and now they're doing like guerrilla warfare, and we're giving them all this weapons, like javelins, and dude, like, the Russians might just be like, all right, fuck this guy, we've had enough, and just literally storm the freaking castle and do another revolution. I mean, because they're broad processing a lot. I don't know how he could stay in power after this. It's crazy to watch. I mean, it's entertainment. I mean, sorry to be like morbid, but damn, dude, entertainment gold. No, but it's screwed up. I mean, we need to fight. I agree with the Ukrainians. We're not doing enough. You know, we need to get our Air Force involved. If we're going to spend so much money on defense, we need to frickin' use it when the time comes, you know? I mean, we're all trained up. we have it all ready to go. We're all primed because you spend so much on it. Fucking use it. Putin's a goddamn lunatic, but I don't think he's crazy enough to use nuclear wars, even though he can, and even if he tried, I'm not totally sure the chain of command would agree to do all that. But anyway, so today, like, all day I was working on the thing. So let me tell you the new work that I've been doing, because it was like a major detour, like the thing with my website, my project is I'm always trying to, stay surface level and get stuff done, especially over the last week or couple weeks, and just work a little bit on this, and kind of wrap everything up at the same time, so that if I decide I need to just quit my site and start getting in shape, I could do that, without feeling like it's too many stuff untied. And but at the same time, there's so much interesting stuff that I like really want to build, that sometimes when I come across something that I'd forgotten about, I'm like, fuck it, let's just do it now. Let's just throw a few days into it, or a week. And so I came across, a new thing like that. So what I was doing was, I went to the Mountaintopia page just to prep, see if I could prep all the files in there to put it on my website. So just to put all the information and the name, and I realized, well, I want to have the area for everything, but I didn't have the area listed for everything, so I had to draw the area for like everything before I could write the area, and then I'd draw in like the area, and then the fence, and then so I would just know, know what it all is, the area and the circumference, and then put it at the moment, do it all. So that made a little extra time, and then I got involved with like trying to build some things, because I had to build things in order to name it. But then I got involved with finishing the organization of all of the different houses on the Flatirons I built, and then drawing in a bunch of Flatirons, a bunch of new ones, and then tracing all of them. I think there's going to be like 1,000. And I think I'll have them all individually linked too, but that's not, luckily I pulled myself away from that. But before I was able to get all the way out of the gravitational field and back to the place where I can, put it on my website, I got stuck because I found, I came across the lakes file that I had gotten off of the, I guess the Boulder website, or the Boulder County website, the government website, like the Forest Service for Colorado website, something like that, government website, and of all the different Google Earth stuff that they built, and I just collected all this stuff across the board, and I found that they had done all the rivers of all the waterways of watersheds, that's what it's called, of Boulder County, and it's like thousands, but also all the water, bodies of water, including little backyard ponds and pools and stuff, and there's like 1,500 of them, and I looked at that, I saw it, and I was like, fuck it, let's just like prep that, because I could tell that was something that I was eventually going to want to have on my site, because it's, number one, because it's there, and the government, whoever, already did most of the work. They traced it, they numbered them all, and they even typed in the area. So all I have to do is click on it, and over inside it shows the area and the number. So then I just copy the area and type in the number, and like 10% of them, I guess, were named. So then if I'm going to, link to the site, I would want to get it all the way ready before I get it copied on the site, so I don't screw up with the links, change the name of it, and then the link gets broken, or not be able to change the name of it. So I figure I should now, before I put on my website, just name the 90% of the lakes that aren't, and it's cool because there's another thing I can name, maybe the name will stick. So I haven't even really thoroughly thought about how I'm going to name it, but I think I'll do it like, everything going to describe as concisely as I can where it is. That's how I was naming the ski resorts, because I was also kind of touching up the ski resort, big giant ski empire. I call it Wild Basin Ski Empire on that folder on my site, Mountaintopia, and organizing. I numbered and named, and it was all of the different runs, and there was lifts. There's like 100 lifts or something, and I was naming them by organizing them by. Oh man, lost my train of thought. I was organizing them by. Oh man, I must be like too tired. I was also kind of high. Anyway, organized a new thing like that too. Oh yeah, organizing the lifts, because I would draw the lift, like a fantasy ski lift from like, I'm gonna draw like a fantasy like restaurant on the bottom, and then the ski lift, even with the towers and everything, make it look realistic, up to the top of the mountain. And but to describe the lift, I would describe it based on where it was, right? So if it comes up the south side of the mountain, I just call it the mountain, like Ogallala South. Not Ogallala Mountain South or Ogallala Peak South, just Ogallala South. This is one come off north, Ogallala North, And so I think I'm gonna have to do that with all of the lakes of Boulder County too. So just like, if it's the mountain, if it's some lake on the east side of Ogallala Mountain, it'll be like Ogallala East, So, and just see if I can keep them all original and short named, and if I can do that within a reasonable period of time, because it's kind of like the Russian invading Ukraine. You have to do it within a certain period of time, or else I'll burn out. And this is a big project, so I'm trying to get it done within a few days before I burn out. So, but if I can like, because I did lots of runs through, and there's like 1,500 of them, I think, because just based on the on what I saw the numbers of it pre-numbered. But the first sweep I did the numbers, because the only thing, like, they abandoned it halfway through or something, because the 10% or whatever that are named, and then the ones that aren't, it just says unnamed. But if you click on it, you can see that it has a number and that it has an area. So they never bothered to put the area in with the title. And they also never bothered to just put the number of it instead of just saying unnamed. Because, I look at Google Earth stuff all the time, and when I see something that's like unnamed throughout the whole thing, like, that looks to me like something that needs to be done and is begging to be done, So I don't know how they could have done it and then just abandoned it. Like, did the government stop paying them, or is that they just didn't care or whatever? But I don't know. But I looked at that and I was like, oh, thank you very much. Thanks for doing half the work for me. But I think I can take it from here. You didn't finish it, so yeah, I'm gonna name it and then put the area on the title, and and then once I name it, all I have to do is like save it as their individual KMZ files, and then once they're individual KMZ files, I just like double click and get like Control C, just copy the names real quick off of that and plunk it down onto Google Earth. Onto my website, the website for it. And then after that, you link it. So, there's lots of steps. Like, you go through, first I had to do the step where I add, oh my God, I'm like, my brain's like starting to fucking fail on me. The first step that I do is I, with oh man, I can't even remember what I'm talking about anymore. It's like a little mini stroke or something. I guess I've talked enough. So what I'm gonna do is go to sleep, and I haven't been yawning now. That's cool. Lost my mind, but I stopped yawning. So I'm just gonna go to sleep, and when I get up tomorrow, can't remember what my mom said. She wanted me to go over there. I think she did. Got to call her whenever I get up, and then go, and then whatever. When the stuff that I'll work on is just work on this all day long. Man, my brain is so like foggy. I don't even remember where I'm at. But I bet you I could finish something and get farther along on something else. Oh my God, I've talked for 20 minutes. Okay, yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll start listening to stuff that's interesting to listen to. So again, instead of just this war. I love that book, Generations by Strauss and Howe, man. I'm going to listen to that again. Freaking interesting. And anyways, enough talking. Talk to you tomorrow.